Good morning, all. Welcome to the lecture of complex analysis. Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so in last lecture we have seen what is a connected set. What is a connected set? A set which cannot be expressed as a disjoint union of two sets A and B, that is S equal to A union B, where A intersection B will be equal to phi. जर असं लिहिता येत नसेल तर तो corresponding set yes हा माझा connected set असेल. Otherwise it is a disconnected set. Okay, so this will be a definition of connected set. Now we have to see what is a domain. Okay, if f is a function from A to B, then A will be domain. But here in complex analysis, there is one more definition, and actually this domain will be, which is not that one domain that is in the function of f from A to B. Okay, so here A domain is a non-empty open connected set. Open connected set is called a domain. Okay. So domain is nothing but a non-empty open connected set. Okay, since non-empty means it has at least one element and which is both open and connected, then we say that the corresponding set will be a domain. Okay, so let us see one example. Consider a set which contains all the complex number z such that 1 is less than modulus of z, which is less than, okay, 1 less than mod z less than 2, 1 less than mod z. याच्यावरून काय बोलू शकतो आपण? 1 is less than mod z. What is the equation of circle? Equation of the circle, center at origin and of radius r.
X square plus y square equal to r square.
X square plus y square will be equal to r square. Okay, so it is nothing but actually x square
सर
plus,
काही जणांना जॉईन होता येत नाही.
yes, join करायला सांगा. X square plus y square will be equal to r square is nothing but the equation of circle. So if 1 less than mod z is nothing but under root of x square plus y square. Actually this represents a circle which is center at origin and a radius of 1. And similarly mod z less than 2, it represents all the points inside the circle which is center at origin and having radius will be equal to 2. Okay, so geometrically it is nothing but now here from this one less than mod z which is less than 2, we get two inequalities which is one less than mod z and another is mod z less than 2. So first one is nothing but the circle with center at origin and having radius will be equal to 1. So this is nothing but our first one. Actually as it is strictly less than, then it must be open. this will be a this will be a first circle, that is 1 less than modulus object, and second one is nothing but modulus object less than 2. It means it is a circle with center at origin and having radius will be equal to 2. Okay, so this is nothing but this one. And this whole, that is 1 less than modulus object model z less than 2. It means it contains all the points, that is z complex number, which is in between these two circles, that is these points. Okay, so this one is nothing but our 1 less than modulus object, and which is less than. Okay, now whether this part, this one 1 less than modulus object which is less than 2, whether it is open. As it, so it is open, and as it is it contains all the points in between these two circles, therefore it must be non-empty. It is non-empty and open. Now whether it is connected.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is also connected. So actually in definition of connected set, a connected set is nothing but it cannot be expressed as a disjoint union of two sets. It is one definition, and there is one more definition. Suppose yes be any set, then this set yes is said to be connected if we take any 2 points between from that set yes. Then if there is a line joining between these 2 points and this line joining is present in that set itself, then we say that the corresponding set will be a connected set. Now here, if we take any point among this in between these two circles, then we can easily join these 2 points by a line, and which is that line will be present in that portion itself, that is 1 less than mod z and mod z less than 2. It means it must be a connected set. Therefore, our given set z such that 1 less than modulus of z which is less than 2 is non-empty, open and connected. It means it is a dome, which implies set z which contains all 1 which is less than modulus of z which is less than 2 is a dome. Okay, कुणाला काही डाऊट यामध्ये? The non-empty open connected set is called as a domain. So here we have taken one example in which which contains all the complex number z such that which hold this condition. Sir, 1 less than modulus of z less than 2. म्हणजे मला 2 सर्कल आहेत, त्या 2 सर्कलच्या मधील जे पॉइंट आहेत तेवढेच मला घ्यायचे. ठीक आहे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So take one more example which contains all the points z such that real part of z is not equal to. Okay. So z is nothing but a complex number. As z is a complex number, then it must be of the form x plus iy. Then what is its real part?
X.
Real part of z will be equal to x, and that is we have to take not equal to 4, which implies x is not equal to 4. Okay, so let us draw a graph. Okay, now here we have just given x is not equal to 4, that is this line. So our set will be a set which contains all the complex number z such that x is not equal to 4. म्हणजे फक्त या लाइन वरचे पॉइंट सोडून सर्व एलिमेंट हे माझे दिलेल्या करस्पॉन्डिंग सेट मध्ये आहेत. ओके, नाउ that is these elements are, these all are the members of our given set. Okay, and similarly these points. Only those points which are on x equal to 4 are not present in our given set. Okay, now whether it is non-empty, as it is, there are so many members belonging to this set, then it must be a non-empty set. Okay, now second condition, whether it is open. ही लाईन x इक्वल टू 4 ची जी लाईन आहे ही सोडून बाकीचे सर्व पॉईंट आपल्याला दिलेल्या सेट मध्ये येते. कारण दिलेले सेट कसं आहे, त्यामध्ये असे एलिमेंट असे कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर आहेत जिथं की माझा रिअल पार्ट हा 4 नाहीये. म्हणजे या लाईन वरले सगळे पॉईंट सोडून बाकीचे सर्व पॉईंट माझे दिलेले सेट मध्ये. तर माझं जे उरलेलं रिजन आहे ते ओपन आहे का? ओपन सेट. व्हॉट इज ओपन सेट? ओपन सेट म्हणजे काय? What is open set? It's a
The set containing all its interior points.
इंटेरियर पॉइंट. ओके, तुम्ही यातला कुठलाही एलिमेंट घ्या, त्याचा जो इंटेरियर पॉइंट आहे तो त्यामध्येच येईल. याचा अर्थ हा दिलेला सेट ओपन आहे. ओपन आहे, नॉन एम्प्टी आहे. लास्ट कंडिशन कोणती आहे आपली? फक्त कनेक्टेड आहे का नाही. हा सेट कनेक्टेड आहे का?
Yes, sir.
If suppose there is one point here, this will be a point x, and suppose here is some point y. हे दोन पॉइंट कसे कनेक्ट करणार? हा मधला पोर्शन माझ्याकडे नाहीये x इक्वल टू 4 चा. What is connected set? If suppose yes be any set, then yes is said to be connected. If we take any 2 point from that set yes, then if there exists one line in between these 2 points and that entirely lies in that set yes, then only we say that the corresponding set will be a connected set, otherwise it is not a connected set. सेट मधून कोणतेही दोन पॉइंट घेतला तर त्यात कमीत कमी मला एक लाईन जॉईनिंग मिळाली पाहिजे, ती पूर्णपणे त्या सेट मध्ये आली पाहिजे. इथं तसं होणं पॉसिबल आहे का?
No, sir.
कुठूनही लाईन घ्या, इथं पूर्ण हे इतकं जरी दिसत असेल तर हे पूर्ण असं कंटिन्यू आहे ना तुमच्याकडे. एक्स आणि वाय मध्ये तुम्हाला कोणतीही लाईन जॉईनिंग मिळणार नाही जी की पूर्ण एंटायरली तुमच्या सेट मध्ये, कारण इथं तुम्हाला क्रॉस करावाच लागणार आहे कुठे. आणि हा एलिमेंट माझा सेट मध्येच नाहीये, सो इट इज नॉट अ कनेक्टेड सेट. ओके, सो दिस विल बी not a domain. Okay, now the next definition is nothing but the region. A domain with some, none, or all of its boundary points is called a region. Okay, so what is a region? It is first domain, and there is one more restriction, that is it contains some, none, or all of its boundary points. What is a boundary point? If suppose there is a set yes and a be any point, then when this a is said to be a boundary point of yes, बाउंड्री पॉइंट माहिती आहे का? नाही. Boundary point, if suppose yes is any set, then A is said to be a boundary point of yes if A is present in both closure of yes and closure of yes complement. if it is member of both the sets, that is S closure and S complement closure, then the corresponding point A is called as a boundary point. Okay, now so region is nothing but any domain with its sum, none or all of its boundary points. म्हणजे पहिली गोष्ट डोमेन पाहिजे, मग त्यामध्ये तुम्हाला एक रेस्ट्रिक्शन आहे, एक तर त्याचे सर्व बाउंड्री पॉइंट हे त्या सेटमध्ये आले पाहिजे, किंवा काही बाउंड्री पॉइंट आले पाहिजे, किंवा काही जरी नसेल तरी चालेल. ओके, सो असं जर डेफिनेशन असेल रिजनची, तर डोमेन आणखी रिजन मध्ये काय रिलेशन असेल? Either every domain is a region or every region is a domain.
Every domain is region.
Every domain is a region. Okay, so every domain is a region, but conversion not be true. Region. Okay, now next, what is a complex valued function? Complex valued function म्हणजे काय? What is a real valued function? Complex valued, real valued, integer valued, कधी म्हणतो आपण फंक्शन? त्याचं डोमेन कॉम्प्लेक्स असेल तर
Functional value complex येईल तेव्हा.
फंक्शन व्हॅल्यू कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी याचा अर्थ काय होतो? त्याचा डोमेन काय कॉम्प्लेक्स असतो का? को डोमेन कॉम्प्लेक्स असतो का? रेंज कॉम्प्लेक्स असते?
Range complex असते.
को डोमेन जर कॉम्प्लेक्स असेल तर रेंज ऑब्वियसली सबसेट येईल कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबरचीच.
Yes sir.
Okay, so a function f which is defined from f to c is called a complex valued function. Where capital X is any subset of complex number. Subset of C. Now, what is a closed curve? एखादा जर कर्व असेल माझा 2 डायमेन्शनल स्पेस मध्ये, तर तो क्लोज्ड कधी बनतो? Whether every curve is continuous. कर्व असेल तर ती कंटिन्युअस असते का?
Yes sir.
ग्राफिकल रिप्रेझेंटेशन कर्व म्हणजे ऑब्विसली कंटिन्युअस असेल ना. काय म्हणतो आपण सरळ? आपल्याला जर एकदम इझिएस्ट डेफिनेशन काय आहे कंटिन्युअसची, जर जॉमेट्रिकली त्याला एक्सप्रेस करता येत असेल तर, जर तुम्ही तुमची पेन्सिल किंवा पेननी जर ग्राफ काढत असेल, आणखी तुम्ही जर न पेन किंवा न पेन्सिल काय असेल ते तुम्ही न उचलता जर ते पूर्ण ग्राफ काढता येत असेल, तर त्या करस्पॉन्डिंग फंक्शनला आपण कंटिन्युअस फंक्शन म्हणतो. ऑलरेडी कर्व दिलाय याचा अर्थ तुम्ही इझिली ड्रॉ करू शकता. सो any curve is a continuous function. Now we have to just see what is a closed curve. Suppose there is a curve gamma. A curve gamma in the complex plane complex plane, that is Argand plane, is a continuous complex valued function, defined by z of t is equal to x of t plus I y of t. Okay, so of real variables, real variables, that is t will be real, defined on the interval, defined on the interval close alpha beta, that is t lies between alpha and beta, where alpha is less than beta. As here we have defined the closed interval alpha beta, it means obviously alpha is less than beta. Okay, now as alpha is less than beta and z of t equal to x of t plus I y of t, this will be a curve, that is curve gamma is nothing but x of t plus I y of t. Now as alpha is less than beta, which implies z of alpha is a initial point, and z of beta is a end point of a curve, that is, if suppose this will be our line and somewhere here is our alpha and here is some beta, then the line, suppose this will be a here is our z of beta, that will be our end point, and this one is nothing but z of alpha, and this will be our z of t equal to x of t plus I y of t, that is the curve gamma. Okay, so z of alpha will be an initial point and z of beta is a end point. Now if z alpha will be equal to z beta, then the corresponding curve is said to be a closed curve. If z of alpha is equal to z of beta, that is the initial point and end point is the same, then the corresponding curve is called as a closed curve. मधल्या पॉइंटशी मला देणं घेणं नाही, मध्ये जरी तो इंटरसेक्ट होत असेल तरी काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही, मला फक्त काय पाहिजे, त्याचं इनिशियल पॉइंट आणखी एंड पॉइंट सेम पाहिजे, तर मी करस्पॉन्डिंग कर्वला काय म्हणे, क्लोज कर्व. देन gamma is a closed curve. Okay, that is, for example, if suppose we have a circle and this will be a initial point and we have an example of circle, then its end point and initial point must be same, so this will be a closed circle. Similarly, if we take a square, then its initial point and end point must be same, again it is a closed curve. Okay, if we take this example, this will be not a closed curve since its initial point and end points are distinct. Okay, similarly, if we take this one is again not a closed curve. Okay, since its initial and end points are distinct. Okay. Now we have to see the next definition, which is nothing but a simple closed curve. The curve gamma defined on close the interval AB is called simple if does not intersect itself, does not intersect itself, that is gamma of T1 is not equal to gamma of T2 whenever T1 is not equal to T2, where the possible exception gamma A is equal to gamma B and is allowed. Okay, such a curve is called as a closed curve. Oh, sorry, simple closed curve. So curve called as simple closed curve. Okay, so any curve gamma is said to be a simple closed curve if it does not intersect itself. Whenever 2 points are distinct, that is T1 is not equal to T2, then gamma of T1 is not equal to gamma of T2, where there is only one possible exception, which is equal to gamma of A will be equal to gamma of B. Since as here we require a closed curve, simple closed curve, the meaning, the name itself suggests that it must be closed curve, but it is closed at the end point only, that is in between our given closed interval AB, it is not closed. That is, if T1 is not equal to T2, then gamma of T1 is not equal to gamma of T2 in between the points of A and B. Okay, for example, if we take a square, then whether square is a closed curve, sorry, simple closed curve. Whether this
Yes, sir.
will be a simple closed curve. Okay, since it is intersect at end points only. If suppose A is here and end point is again here only, so it is intersect at end point only there, then it must be a simple closed curve. Similarly, circle is also a simple closed curve. What about this one? Whether this will be a simple closed curve. ही सिंपल क्लोज्ड कर्व आहे का?
नो सर.
Yes, sir.
हा माझा स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ए होता, एंड पॉइंट बी हा इथं चालाय, त्या पॉइंटला क्लोज असेल तर काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही, पण इन बिटवीन दीज 2 पॉइंट्स ए अँड बी परत एकदा हे इंटरसेक्ट होते, याचा अर्थ इट कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट्स टू इट्स डेफिनेशन ऑफ सिंपल क्लोज्ड कर्व. देयरफॉर इट इज नॉट अ सिंपल क्लोज्ड कर्व. Okay, now it is not a simple closed curve, but what about closed curve? Whether it is a closed curve.
Yes, sir.
कर्वला मला काय पाहिजे, फक्त त्याचे एंड पॉइंट सेम पाहिजे, एंड पॉइंटला तो इंटरसेक्ट झाला पाहिजे, आतमध्ये होऊ देत न होऊ देत काही देणं घेणं नाही. यात मग डेफिनेशन ऑफ क्लोज कर्व नुसार हा क्लोज कर्व तर आहे ना. देन व्हॉट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन क्लोज कर्व अँड सिंपल क्लोज कर्व?
Every simple
Whether
closed
every-
is closed.
Every simple closed curve is a closed curve, but every closed curve is not a simple closed curve. Okay, now if suppose there is one function, so it is a curve gamma, which is defined by gamma of t is equal to cos t, whenever t lies between minus of pi to pi. Plus pi to pi. Okay, so this will be curve gamma, which is defined by gamma of t will be equal to gamma of t. Now, tell me whether this curve will be a simple closed curve or not. That is, this graph is nothing but. So here somewhere will be our minus of pi. It means minus pi is nothing but minus of 3.142. Here is our pi. Here somewhere will be a 0. pi by 2 must be less than this pi. Here somewhere will be a pi by 2. It means here minus of pi by 2. Now, what is the value of cos of minus pi?
minus
Cos
1.
minus of 180. Cos of minus x will be equal to cos x. Therefore, cos of minus 180 is nothing but cos 180, and which is equal to cos minus of 180, which is equal to minus of 1. Now, cos minus of pi by 2 will be, which is equal to cos of pi by 2. That is
0.
cos 90, which is equal to 0. Cos 0,
1.
1. Cos pi by 2,
0.
again 0. And cos 180 is again minus 1. Okay, so this is a region. Here somewhere will be equal to our 1, and here is minus 1. First our point will be minus 1. So it travels from minus 1 to 0, 0 to 1. And again, by in the given domain, travels from 1 to 0 and 0 to minus 1. Now whether this will be a simple closure curve. Cos minus 180 will be equal to minus 1 and cos 180 equal to minus 1. It means gamma of minus pi and gamma of pi will be equal to, both are same. It means it is a closure curve. What about simple? Simple. It is, whether it is a simple closure curve.
No, sir.
हा इथून तिथपर्यंत ट्रॅव्हल होणार आहे, परत तिथून इकडे येते, याचा अर्थ हा प्रत्येक पॉइंटला इंटरसेक्ट होईल, या लाईनवरच्या प्रत्येक पॉइंटला तो इंटरसेक्ट होणार आहे. आणि आपल्या डेफिनेशन मध्ये तर तो एकाही पॉइंटला इंटरसेक्ट नाही झाला पाहिजे. whenever T1 is not equal to T2, then gamma of T1 is not equal to gamma of T2. पण इथे तर पूर्ण कोणताही पॉइंट जर घेतला तर हा इथूनच डबल वेळा ट्रॅव्हल करतो, -1 to 1 and 1 to -1. It means it intersect to each point in between these -1 to 1. Then by the definition of simple closure curve, it is not a simple closure curve. So gamma of T is simple, but gamma of T is closed but not a simple close. Closed but not a simple closure. Okay. Now, Jordan curve. A simple closure curve is called as a Jordan curve. A simple closure curve is called as Jordan curve. Okay. Now there is one theorem which is a Jordan curve theorem, and it states that Jordan curve theorem. Okay. So let us see its definition. A simple closed that is a Jordan curve. Jordan curve divides the complex plane. Divides the complex plane, this Argand plane, into three parts. Plane into three parts. One is interior, second one will be the exterior points, and third one is nothing but boundary points. So if we take any simple closed curve, then it divides our complex plane into three parts, in which first part contains all the interior points, second part contains all the exterior points, and in third part, which is nothing but the boundary points. That is, they are members of both the set and set closure and complements of that set closure. Okay, so this will be a Jordan curve theory. Now, after that there are some definition, which is limit of a function, continuity, uniform continuity, and differentiability. These concepts are both similar to our real analysis concept. Okay, घ्यायची गरज आहे परत तिथे. लिमिट, कंटिन्युटी, डिफरन्शिएबिलिटी सांगायची गरज आहे का? आवाज येते ना?
Yes, sir.
लिमिट, कंटिन्युटी सेम कन्सेप्ट आहे रिअल अनालिसिस मध्ये जी आहे, फक्त रिअल व्हेरिएबलच्या ऐवजी तुम्हाला कॉम्प्लेक्स व्हेरिएबल अप्लाय करायचं आहे. त्या गोष्टी परत सांगायची गरज आहे का? न सांगता पुढचं घेतलं तर चालेल.
Next घ्या sir.
Okay. Now let's see what is a smooth curve. A continuously differentiable curve. Differentiable curve is called as a smooth curve. Okay. So that is if gamma be any curve which is defined from closed interval AB to a set of complex number, and it is said to be a continuously differentiable on the closed interval AB if the function gamma of t equal to x of t plus iy of t is a continuously differentiable on the interval a to b. Continuously differentiable, it means both the derivative x dash of t and y dash of t exist on closed interval AB and they are continuous on the closed interval AB. Then we say that the corresponding curve gamma, which is x of t plus iy of t, is a continuously differentiable on the our given domain closed interval A2. Okay, that is just we have to find out the derivative of x and y with respect to variable t, and we have to check whether x dash of t and y dash of t are continuous. Both are continuous, then the corresponding curve is said to be a continuously differentiable curve. Okay, now the next definition is nothing but the piecewise smooth curve. Piecewise smooth curve. A curve gamma which is defined from closed interval AB C is said to be piecewise smooth if there is a partition of closed interval AB closed interval AB, that is partition P, which is of our given closed interval A, which is equal to T1, which is less than T2, less than T3, up to so on, less than Tn minus 1, less than Tn, and which is equal to P, such that gamma is smooth on each of the subinterval Tj minus 1 to Tj, where J lies between 1 to n. J lies between 2 to n. Okay, since as here we take the first term will be T naught, then we can take it from 1 to n. Okay, so the corresponding curve is said to be a piecewise smooth curve if there exists one partition of a closed interval AB such that the partition is nothing but T1 to T2, T2 to T3, T3 to T4 up to so on, Tn minus 1 to Tn. And if a curve is smooth on each of the sub-interval Tj minus 1 to Tj, that is, it is smooth on T1 to T2, it is also smooth on T2 to T3, and up to so on, it is smooth on Tn minus 1 to Tn, then the corresponding curve is said to be a piecewise smooth curve. That's just we have to make the pieces of our given domain and to check whether the given curve will be a smooth on each of these sub-interval. If it is smooth, then corresponding curve is called as piecewise smooth curve, otherwise it is not a piecewise smooth curve. Okay, now what's the relation between piecewise smooth curve and smooth curve? Whether every smooth curve is a piecewise smooth curve or every piecewise smooth curve is a smooth curve.
Every piecewise is smooth curve.
Every piecewise is a smooth curve. Then take one example. Let us take gamma of t is equal to t plus I into modulus of t. Modulus of t whenever t is belonging to close the interval minus 1 to 2. Okay, actually this is nothing but t plus I into t whenever t is belonging to plus t कैसे ऐसे modulus of t equal to t whenever t is positive and which is equal to t plus or t minus whenever t belonging to minus of 1 to 0. Okay, we draw its graph. If t equal to 1, then what is the point? T equal to 1, then it is nothing but 1 plus I. If suppose here is our 1. Okay, so here is 1, so this will be nothing but I. Therefore, it is somewhere here will be our 1 plus I. So this will be 1 plus I. Let's take some. Suppose this where will be our 1. Here somewhere will be minus 1. Minus 1. Okay. So 1 plus I is here somewhere. This will be nothing but 1 plus I. And at 0, it is nothing but this point. So all those points on this line are the members of our given curve. Similarly, whenever t will be equal to minus 1, then t equal to minus 1, then this one minus 1 minus of 1, which is nothing but which point? Minus 1 plus I. Correct है क्या? t equal to minus 1 असेल तर काय येईल point? I जेव्हा minus 1 t minus 1 का minus 1 plus I. t जर निगेटिव्ह असेल तर कुठला येईल? हा सेकंड येईल. t minus 1 घेणार आहे हो आपण, तर कुठला पॉइंट काय येईल? टर्ची व्हॅल्यू काय येईल?
-1 + 1.
-1 + 1 की -1 प्लस आहे? -1 + 1 केला तर 0 होईल.
-1
प्लस आहे. इथला हा पॉइंट येईल. हाच येतो का?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this will be our given curve. Now, whether this curve will be a continuous curve.
Yes, sir.
So it is continuous. What about differentiability? Whether it is differentiable on the closed interval -1 to 1. -1 to 1 वर मॉड्युलस ऑफ x हा डिफरन्शिएबल आहे का? रियल एनालिसिस मध्ये
झिरोला नाही फक्त सर.
डिफरन्शिएबल होतो का? झिरोला जरी नसेल तरी आपण त्याला एका पॉइंटला जरी नसेल तर डिफरन्शिएबल म्हणतच नाहीये ना. मग दिलेला कर्व हा माझा डिफरन्शिएबल होईल का या झिरोला?
नो सर.
म्हणजे हा डिफरन्शिएबल तर नाहीये. पण मला टोटल काय, एखादा कर्व स्मूथ कर्व कधी होतो जर तो कंटिन्युअसली डिफरन्शिएबल असेल तर. त्याचा अर्थ हा स्मूथ कर्व आहे का दिलेल्या डोमेनवर -1 to 1?
नो सर.
झिरोला नाहीये याचा अर्थ ऑब्विसली तो स्मूथ कर्व नाहीये. सो इट इज नॉट अ स्मूथ. इट इज नॉट स्मूथ on -1 to 1. Now we have to check whether it is piecewise smooth on its sub-intervals. Whether it is a smooth curve on closed interval -1 to 0. क्लोज इंटरवल AB वर आपण एखादा फंक्शन डिफरन्शिएबल आहे का नाही कसं चेक करतो? तो राईट हँड साइड डिफरन्शिएबल पाहिजे ऍट पॉइंट ए ला आणि लेफ्ट हँड साइड डिफरन्शिएबल पाहिजे ऍट पॉइंट बी ला. तर आपण म्हणतो ना तो करस्पॉन्डिंग फंक्शन हा डिफरन्शिएबल आहे क्लोज इंटरवल AB वर. करेक्ट आहे का? करेक्ट आहे का कन्फ्यूज होते? एखादा फंक्शन जर क्लोज इंटरवल जर तुम्हाला डिफरन्शिएबल आहे का नाही चेक करायचं असेल तर कसं चेक करतो आपण? त्याचं लेफ्ट हँड पॉइंट तर माझ्याकडे नाहीतच, तर मी चेक कसं करणार? फक्त त्याचा राईट हँड डेरिव्हेटिव्ह बघणार ऍट पॉइंट ए ला. आणखी बी ला काय बघणार? लेफ्ट हँड डेरिव्हेटिव्ह बघणार, कारण राईटचे पॉइंट तर माझ्याकडे नाहीतच. करेक्ट आहे का? लॅग्रेंजेस मीन व्हॅल्यू थिअरम आठवतेत ना? तिथे काय करत होतो आपण? कंटिन्युअस कुठं चेक करत होतो? क्लोज इंटरवल वर. डिफरन्शिएबिलिटी कुठं चेक करत होतो? ओपन इंटरवल वर. जर मला या क्लोज इंटरवल बरोबर बघायचं असेल तर मी कुठे चेक करणार? क्लोज -1 to 0 वर आहे का नाही चेक करणार, आणखी ओपन 0 to क्लोज 1 वर आहे का नाही चेक करणार. जर असं होत असेल तर तो करस्पॉन्डिंग फंक्शन जो आहे तो या पर्टिक्युलर इंटरवलवर डिफरन्शिएबल आहे का नाही हे आपण बघतो. ठीक आहे. आता जर आपण -1 to ओपन 0 जर बघितला, प्रॉब्लेम कुठे आहे माझा? फक्त 0 ला आहे. 0 यामध्ये नाहीच आहे, तर माझा फंक्शन बाकीच्या ठिकाणी डिफरन्शिएबल आहे. याचा अर्थ तो या डोमेनवर या इंटरवलवर continuously differentiable आहे. Similarly, it is continuously differentiable on this interval also. Therefore, it is a smoothwise piece curve. Since here there exists a partition of our given interval -1 to 1 such that the given curve will be a continuously differential on each of its sub-interval. Then, by the definition of piecewise smooth curve, it is a piecewise smooth curve. But it is piecewise smooth curve. Then now tell me whether every smooth curve is a piecewise smooth curve or every piecewise smooth curve is a smooth curve.
Every smooth curve is piecewise smooth curve.
सुरुवातीला काय सांगितलं तुम्ही? उलट सांगितलं होतं ना?
Yes sir.
ओके. So every smooth curve is a piecewise curve. No, every smooth curve piecewise smooth curve. But converse need not be true. Now, we have one more definition, which is nothing but a trace of our curve gamma. Trace of curve gamma. See its definition. If gamma is a function which is defined from closed interval AB to C, it's a curve. Then the shape. In the set which contains all the gamma of T such that T lies between A to B is called a trace of gamma. It's called a trace of gamma. That is, it is actually a range of gamma, na? Since it contains all the values gamma of t such that t belonging to closed interval ab. It means it is just a range. Okay, and that is called as a trace of gamma, and it is denoted by. Curly braces gamma. Okay, so curly braces gamma is nothing but the trace of our given function, that is given curve gamma. Okay, up to now, any doubt?
No, sir.
ठीक आहे, जितके आपल्याला लागतील अशा गोष्टी आपण बेसिक मध्ये घेतलेले. जर काही उद्यापासून आपण आपलं सिलेबस स्टार्ट करू. जर कुठे काही गरज पडली तर आपण परत तिथे डिफाईन करू बेसिक मध्ये काय असेल.